here we are Thursday morning today. We're gonna go and we're gonna get the big old Case Excavator running today. We're sitting at about 8 degrees this morning. So the machine, I used it last fall. I was using it to do some massive ditching along the property line because we don't want random people driving onto the property from over there. So I made a big ditch, and with the dirt, I made a road with it. So we'll head over there. I'm gonna walk and we're gonna take that out to the road and get that ready for when we gotta excavate where the selling shed's gonna go. So we'll see you over at the machine. Here we are at the west line, my property towards my neighbor's property. There's a big old case. And this is the road I'm making. Check that out. So here we're on the ground where I don't want to dig a ditch. Put all the junk right up in a berm there so ATVs don't like coming over that. This here's not really quite high enough, but yeah, that's a big ditch there. You ain't gonna come through there. Anyway, so everybody might be wondering why we don't want ATVs coming on the property. Well, you get people that come up here that don't have any property, and then they think you can wander around on your place and shoot the deer. Like 10 years ago, some guy came on my property over there at the other end and shot a deer out of it, hauled that across the line, and what the? Anyway, never mind that. See if we can't get this thing running. I got a new clip for my hat, so we're gonna put you up on top there and gonna see if we can't get old Betsy running. Alrighty, I got the hat all hooked up. There's the master disconnect. That's up in there. That's so that they don't drain the battery while the machine's not being used for an extended period of time. You get a machine that's dead a couple of times, you come back and it's like, oh, why? Well, with that thing, it's not supposed to happen. So, keys here. That's there, but we don't want to just start it just yet. We're gonna pull on the fuel shutoff. It's just a wire, really. And we're gonna let the thing turn over a little bit to get some oil going up through everything before the thing actually like fires and runs. So that's over here. I'm gonna let off of that. Aha! Gosh, man, I love this machine. We paid only 10,500 bucks Canadian for this thing, and like minor problems have ever been wrong with it. The massive hydraulic cylinders, these big guys. A couple of the times we've had to replace a couple seals in there, and then we've had several lines that we've had to replace. Actually, I see one up there. We'll go and show you that. My dad is a genius, by the way. You can't buy these fittings anymore. They don't make it. So this here is the original case fitting. You know, it's just like one of these, but he cut the hydraulic off of it, welded on a piece here, and then these are the hoses they make nowadays, and that just swivel screws onto this. So this here weld, you gotta make sure it's 100% leak proof. So that's how we use the old fittings with the new style of hose. What is that? It's 5,500 PSI hose on that thing. We're gonna check the fuel and hydraulic fluid to see what that's like. She ain't pretty, but she works real good. Yeah, so the fuel is actually fairly low, big enough to get us out of here today and get it where we're gonna take it. Just gonna go sit over there until I'm ready to use it at the road. At least I don't gotta come here, fill it with gas, well, diesel, hydraulic fluid, make sure it's working, no leaks, big stuff like that. Oh, there's actually quite a bit in there. Look at that. Oh, that's good. Man, everything's yucky. Look at this mud from last year. Oh, yuck. There's a reason why I put my coveralls on. Yuck. The thing is so nasty. You see that down there? Oh, it's just mush. Guys, if you're wondering why the bucket's so loud, it came from a rock quarry. Its whole life, it's been in the rock quarry, and like, oh man, guys have beat on this poor thing like you wouldn't believe. Me playing around with these little bit of rocks is like, why is it so rough? You play with dirt, it's like no big deal. Like, check this out. Snapped the boom here. It broke. Yeah, so in the rock quarry, bang, 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 day after day, year after year. That's hard on stuff, eh? So the boom there, yeah, they cracked it right off. They had to weld that back, put a big plate on there. That was like that when we got it, but that's why the bucket's so loud. Sorry. Come on, Machini, let me downhill. I'm gonna try shutting it off, guys, and then restarting it and see what happens. There was tons of hydraulic fluid in it, so I don't know why it's still doing this. Dumb. Nothing. So basically, what the problem is we're down on a grade, so we're going downhill, and the pump of the hydraulics is back here. That's up there at the back of everything. So what's happening is the hydraulic pump is pulling air instead of liquid. So that means the hydraulic fluid's too low, so we can't move. That means I gotta go to town, which is an hour away. I don't think that's gonna happen today. Tomorrow's raining, probably gonna go tomorrow in the rain. Let's check the fluid though, just for funsies, and see what that looks like. It went down some, but not a lot, but it's enough that the hydraulic fluid is not getting to the pump. We're just gonna put that back on there lightly. Put that like that. And we're gonna put this back down. Never fear, guys, we will be back in a little bit. Not today, like I said, we're gonna go to town. Have to get hydraulic fluid. Get the old beastie to move. There she be. This machine, I've had a lot of fun with this. Love it to pieces. Everything that it can do is unreal. You got property and you got enough money to afford one of these? Oh, yeah, that's a good time. So we'll see you after we get some diesel and some hydraulic fluid. Talk to you soon. Okay guys, we are Friday. Yesterday we got the excavator and got it stuck. Well, we got pails now. We got, hey Johnny.
Pocket knife.
Pocket knife, you bought a pocket knife, eh?
I new one. I got
glasses. You see your face really dirty.
From tape.
Oh. So we got our 6 buckets. Gonna run over to the excavator. We're just waiting for Dylan and Kate to come out. We'll go dump those in there and we're gonna get that machine out of there. Guys, I know we're gonna make it all the way to the skidder or the excavator, but we're gonna try. This here is gonna be a little bit soft. Okay, we are over here. The excavator's just through the bush there. You probably can't see it on the camera, but we're just gonna walk down over through here. Oh. So in town, yeah, we bought these jugs. I bought 6 hydraulic 68 for the summer and 2 pails of 15W45 diesel oil because it's about time that it gets changed. I'm out 966 bucks. Gosh darn it, that's all I gotta say to that.
Can you actually give someone a ride up here?
Okay guys, there's 4 pails in there. We're gonna give that a shot. Hopefully that's enough that it got into the pump. Be able to move the excavator. We'll get this door closed up and we'll give her a try. Well, she starts right up, so that's awesome. I mean, it's not that it ever does it, it's awesome. So that funny chugging it's doing is the turbo kind of getting into sync with the engine. Just give it a couple of minutes to let it warm up. Hope you guys enjoy watching me operate. I don't think I'm really good, but I get by. Pump's doing its job. Hydraulics are working. Yahoo! Back in business, boys. And any ladies that are watching. Okay. So guys, this stump, I brought up into this with the skidder in the winter with the blade. Oh, was that awful. I cut the tree down because it died. It's still pretty frozen. My driveway. Guys, I don't even know what to do with this right now. Put it over here, I guess. Okay guys, here we are at the road, so we're gonna go in there and de-stump most of it. Stumps are the biggest problem. We don't want that coming up in the driveway. And this here has got quite the big hole. I might just move some of them down in there and squash them down. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna get this cleaned up so that when we do start hauling material, this won't be such a mess. Hey Dylan, is that Pee-Pee Toady? He's right there near the bucket. Guys, I can't even open the door. Oh, he looks cold. Well, that's a big fat worm.
Look how fat it is.
Wow. Well, hope you thought that was interesting. A short work of all the stumps that we got over here. Still looks like quite a mess. Anyone from the city's gonna be like, ugh, eesh. Anyone from the country like, yeah, that'll look good when you're done with it. So right directly here is where the shed's gonna sit. We're gonna get some gravel in there. And going around this side here, that's where the driveway is gonna circle around for the winter time. Well guys, hope you enjoyed that video. We're gonna see you again real shortly. Got some other stuff going on. Suckerfish is coming up real soon. We're gonna be cleaning a whole whack of those. Eventually we'll get the selling shed out here, but half load is on right now, so we're gonna have to wait for that to go off, because then I'll be paying for delivery without getting much gravel, I'm pretty sure. I only need that to get the shed in place and put gravel right there for people to be able to park on. And then the rest of it, like I could even do it later this summer. I mean, I probably will do that, because I got a bit of a pit on the property, and then I'll build that up all nice and then get them to surface it with something that's much better material. And where I'm standing, actually, this here, like it looks pretty good right now, but over by the machine, you can see it's a bit wet. Well, this is terrible stuff in the springtime. All summer, no problems. You get all that thawing in the spring with the frost, oh, terrible, terrible. Anyway, guys, enough chit chat. Catch y'all soon. See you later. See you, Dale. Bye, John.